we will be reviewing Form SSA 1696. We'll get to that in just a moment. This form is about appointing a representative. And as we go through this 6-page document, most of this is instructions. We'll get to the part about some of the key information fields that you'll need to pay attention to as you complete this form. But basically, you would want to use this form to nominate someone else to represent you on any claim or asserted right that you might have under a Social Security program. So there are a couple of things in here, some background information that you should know. So first off, if you do not have a claim, if you're not filing a claim with this form, or there is no other pending decision with the Social Security Administration, you should not file this form. This is only if you plan to take some sort of action, and along with that action, you are nominating or approving a third party to be your representative as far as dealings with the Social Security Administration. So if you're using this form to appoint a representative, you must complete sections 1, 2, 3 at the top. Your representative must complete sections 5 and 7, and then each of you must complete section 4. Either of you can complete section 6. So really briefly, we will see all of these sections on the form itself in just a moment. But section 1 is the claimant's information. Section 2 is the authorization for disclosure. Section 3 is the principal representative. Then sections 4 and 5 are the representative's information, as well as status, affiliations, and certifications. Section 6 is the claim type. Either you or your representative can complete that section. If there's a fee arrangement, then you should complete section 7. And we'll get to section 7 in a little bit, but there are laws in place regulating how a paid representative can accept a fee from you, and that fee must be approved by the Social Security Administration or charged to a third party. So if government agency, another organization is paying the fee, then you would stipulate that in section 7. And then signatures go into section 8. As with all Social Security forms, there is a Privacy Act statement that tells you, as the applicant, how the Social Security Administration may use your information. Giving any information is completely voluntary. Of course, the Social Security Administration might not be able to take the required action or the desired action if you don't provide all of the requested information. The Paperwork Reduction Act statement states that it should take about 30 minutes to read the instructions, gather the relevant facts, and answer questions on this form. So on to page 3, which is the top of this form, the claimant's appointment of a representative. At the very top, you will enter your Social Security number and then the appointed representative's ID number, and that should be a number that they can provide to you. All of the information at the top is pretty straightforward. First name, middle initial, last name, your complete mailing address, the street address or P.O. box in this box, city, state, zip code, and then if you're located outside of the United States, the country that you reside in. Phone number with area code, and then an alternate phone number in case you can't be reached at your primary phone number. This entry is an optional one. If your claim is based on another person's earnings, for example, a spouse or a parent, and you are seeking some sort of claim based on their earnings, then you need to put that number holder's social security number as well as their complete name in this information field. Section 2 is the disclosure. You simply select the box to disclose that you are authorizing the Social Security Administration to release information related to your pending claims or your assertive rights to specific associates who perform administrative duties or partners or other contractual arrangements with your representative. So the appointed representatives, partners, associates, delegates, and designees must be prepared to provide information in order to be authenticated. Principal representative, this section 3 is as a claimant the section that you would complete with the principal representative's name. Going to the top of page 4, you would enter your social security number as well as the appointed representative's ID, again at the top of this form. And to continue on to section 4, which is the representative's information, claimant and representative, both have a role in completing section 4. So representative's first name, middle initial, last name, complete mailing address, city, state, zip code, and if you're working with a representative, they should be able to complete section 4 for you. Section 5 has a couple of parts. I believe there's a part A and B as well as affiliate relationships. So part A helps the Social Security Administration understand what type of representative they're working with. The first couple of blocks, either the representative is an attorney, and if that's the case, then Social Security law states that an attorney is someone who is in good standing, who can practice law before a state court, territory, district, island possession of the United States, or before the Supreme Court or any other lower federal court of the United States. So basically, anyone who is able to practice law in one of the states or an island possession, territory, or in federal court. You can also select, or they can select, that they are a non-attorney eligible for direct payment. Those people need to meet certain criteria in order to qualify for direct payment from the Social Security Administration. Then you can go to this hyperlink for more information. They can also select that they are a non-attorney that's not eligible for direct payment. So if it's a family member helping, you can also outline that this is a nonprofit organization like a state legal aid office. Part B just simply states whether or not this representative has ever been disbarred or suspended or otherwise disqualified from practicing law, either in a state or within a federal context. So being able to participate or appear before the IRS or the Social Security Administration. If they've been disqualified, they have to disclose that information. Again, at the top of page 5, Social Security number and representative's ID, and then we'll continue with section 5. So if the claimant or the representative has an employer identification number, which is different from a Social Security number, this employer's tax ID number would go into the EIN field, employer identification number, and then the organization's name. So full name of this entity, whether it's a business, a not-for-profit, law firm, whatever it is, the address information if it's different from the previously stated mailing address. So just so that you can kind of understand what the representative is saying to the Social Security Administration, says that the representative understands and agrees that they will comply with laws, that If they fail to comply with any laws, they can be suspended. They will not disclose any information without specific written consent to an unauthorized party, that they currently, at the time of signature, are not suspended or prohibited for practicing before the Social Security Administration, that they're not disqualified from representing you as either a current or a former employee of the United States. They're accepting the appointment on your behalf. They agree that a copy of this form will have the same force and effect as the original version, and that under penalty of perjury, they've examined all the information and they believe it to be true and correct to the best of their knowledge. If they are seeking payment for the fee, then they're also certifying that they've registered for a representative ID and that their information is up to date, and that they've provided up-to-date information concerning whether or not they've been suspended, prohibited from practice, disbarred or suspended, or convicted of a violation. So to ascertain all of that, your representative will simply initial at the bottom. Now we're going on to page 6. This is, again, at the top, Social Security number and the representative's ID number. In section 6, this is the list of various benefits or claims that you may be requesting. So Title II, RSDI, disability benefits. Title 16 would be Social Security disability benefits. Concurrent Title II, so railroad, I believe, disability benefits, as well as Social Security. Retirement benefits. Title 18 would be Medicare, or Title 8, Special Veterans benefits. A continuing disability review, a post-entitlement review. Whatever the case may be, your representative should help you select the appropriate process that you are filing this form to support. So Section 7 is a fee arrangement. There is federal law that allows certain types of fee arrangements and only certain types of fee arrangements. And this is to protect Social Security claimants. So this is the representative's declaration of how they will request a fee or whether they waive the right to a fee at all. So the first box, I will request a fee and direct payment of this fee. This is the box that they would select if they're eligible for direct payment and want the Social Security Administration to withhold some of the past due benefits. Basically, this would come out of future payouts once the Social Security Administration approves the fee structure. Request a fee but not direct payment. This is the box that they would select if they're not eligible for direct payment or that they do not want direct payment. Basically, the Social Security Administration must authorize the fee in this situation, but then once they've authorized the fee, then the representative can bill you directly. In either case, anytime where there's a fee that's in place, the Social Security Administration must authorize the fee in order for this arrangement to continue. Third box, I waive the right to receive a fee from the claimant, any auxiliary beneficiaries, or another individual. And this is the box that they would select if a federal, state, or local government or a third party is paying the fee and any expenses. So as long as you as the claimant or anyone else are not held liable for the fee, this is what the representative would check. Or if this is someone that's not going to charge a fee at all, like a family member, then they can simply state, I waive the right to a fee. At the bottom are the signatures, representative's signature and date, as well as the claimant's signature. So I'll briefly go back to the top of the form. I believe I've covered all the salient points, but just for a better understanding, each of these sections has a narrative in the Social Security Administration instructions. We've also written a complete article on this. You can find this article simply by going to our website, teachmepersonalfinance.com, type in SSA 1696 in the search bar, and this article should appear. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel or to our website, where we send out a weekly newsletter. If you have any questions, please hit us up on social. You can either post a comment on the YouTube video directly, or you can send us an email for us to teachmepersonalfinance.com. Look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.